Every time you want to start something new, you have to start with a decision. A decision can take you from thinking about starting to actually doing it. For years, I wanted to paint more, but somehow I first had to allow myself to take the time. I even felt guilty spending time making art. There have been many voices out there, always telling me to be productive and not waste a minute. Before I could even pick up a pencil or a brush, I had to make the decision that art is important, that it deserves to be part of my life, and that my time won't be wasted when I create. Perhaps you love painting just as much as I do, but someone once told you it was a waste of time because you don't earn money from your paintings, or that it's not worth it to paint something nobody will hang on their walls. Believe me, I know people who stopped painting as a hobby because a family member said such a thing. In some cases, it's even you telling yourself that you can't invest your time into art and creating. No matter the reason that holds you back, get over it by making a decision today. Remember that if you love painting, it's even good for your health and your well-being. We can't always function like a machine. We are humans, not robots. So one day I decided to paint and to allow myself to enjoy it. Maybe today it's time for you to make the same decision. Recently I watched a good deal of videos around the topic Just Start, and they all have been very motivating. I love listening to stories of others who dared to start and it paid off in the end. Isn't it a great thing that we can share our stories and with that fuel the creativity of others? As a child, I painted all the time. Once a week I went to painting school and I loved it. When middle school stressed me out, spending these 2 hours in painting school once a week would recharge me. And afterwards, the world seemed brighter again. But as a young adult, I somehow lost it, spending less and less time painting. Then a couple of years ago, I took out my old brushes and pencils and started painting again. Drawing and painting even became my job, teaching others in online courses so I could share the joy of creating. If you want to start painting but you need some extra motivation, join my free newsletter. It's full of ideas and inspiration around painting. This newsletter will remind you every week to actually take time for painting. Follow the link under the video to join us today. Motivation surely is one ingredient for a successful painting recipe. But is it really that easy? Can we just start? How can we turn this just into something actionable, something more down to earth and practical? To have something way more practical at hand, I want to share a simple trick with you that works every time. When you want to start painting, but you feel tired or uninspired, decide on one little task you will do. It shouldn't take more than 5 to 10 minutes. I started this painting some weeks ago and I don't want this to be one of the never finished paintings. I don't want this to fall into that category. So I need to start again and I will just choose one next step to paint today. And I think it's the right point to start in the background because there's this one line of hills that's a little bit too dark. So I decided that I will correct that today, and if that's all I managed to do today, it will be enough. And here's the trick. Most times it won't stay with just that little part you decided to paint. Often inspiration or energy to paint will come after you have started. And before you even realize half the painting is done. It's the initial start that needs the most energy. Use this technique to trick your brain a little bit and you will paint so much more. Yes, some days it will be only 5 to 10 minutes and that's all. But even 5 minutes is more than nothing. In reality, we don't have to start once. We need to start over and over again. Learning how to paint takes time and effort. You need to start painting on a regular basis. And after all, that's what you want. If you enjoy painting, you want to enjoy it more than once in your entire life. So use this trick to build consistency. Tell yourself, I will only paint this little part today, and see how far it takes you. Like with many other things, spending a little bit of time every few days lets you grow so much stronger than one long session every 6 months. Just imagine how many paintings you will finish in 1 year if you paint a little bit every week. So make that decision, get some motivation, trick your brain, and start painting today.